Welcome to The Explainer. So we hear those alarm bells about the AI job apocalypse literally all the time. But today, we're tossing out the hype. We are looking exclusively at the hard data driving our workforce transformation. Because honestly, the way we work is shifting right underneath our feet as we speak. And understanding the actual mechanics of this shift, well, that's really the only way we're going to stay ahead of it.
Let's kick things off with a pretty wild statistic from the World Economic Forum. By 2027, which, let's face it, is right around the corner, 80% of the global workforce is going to need to acquire new skills just to stay relevant. I mean, think about that. That is 4 out of every 5 workers on the planet. This isn't some distant sci-fi forecast anymore. It's a rapidly approaching deadline.
But that insight completely reframes all our anxiety. The real threat to your career, it actually isn't the machine itself. It's the upskilled human sitting right next to you. Because today, a single person armed with the right AI tools can literally output the work of an entire team. It's a total paradigm shift, moving us away from this fear of replacement and toward a really urgent need for personal empowerment.
So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the silent skills crisis, reshape versus replace, why UBI actually fails here, the 4 AI skill tiers, your new tool stack, and we'll wrap up with a totally practical 60-day upskilling plan. All right, Section 1. Let's dive right into this silent skills crisis. The reality here is honestly kind of staggering. Get this, only 1 in 50 enterprise AI investments actually deliver a meaningful return on investment. Why is that? Well, it's because companies are rushing out to buy the tech, but they're systematically failing to train the people who actually have to use it. They drop this massively complex tool into a workflow and just expect magic. But instead, adoption totally stalls out. Now, this failure at the corporate level, it creates an absolutely massive, unprecedented opportunity for proactive workers who just take it upon themselves to learn these tools. And that leads to a super dangerous disconnect. Right now, 65% of workers confidently feel like their current skills are safe for the next 5 years. Meanwhile, employers are estimating that 40% of all tasks will be AI augmented within just 2 years. That huge perception gap is exactly what makes the skills crisis so silent and incredibly risky for anyone just waiting around to see what happens.
Moving right along to Section 2, reshaping versus replacing.
So Boston Consulting Group ran some microeconomic modeling, and they found that over the next few years, 55% of jobs will be reshaped, while only 15% are really vulnerable to being completely eliminated. You see, AI is essentially a task automator, right? It's not an occupation killer. It chips away at those routine, repetitive tasks within your day, but leaves the complex, human-centric stuff alone. So your actual occupation will very likely survive, but your daily to-do list? Yeah, that's going to look radically different.
To really grasp why some jobs vanish while others boom, we have to look at the rule of contrast. Take a call center rep. That role deals what we call bounded demand. If AI makes handling routine calls 50% faster, the company doesn't suddenly get twice as many customers calling. They just need fewer reps. Makes sense, right? But now look at a software engineer. That is expandable demand. We have a near infinite desire for new digital products. So when AI accelerates coding, the company doesn't fire people, they just build way more software. That unlocks massive new demand and actually amplifies the engineer's role.
Okay, on to Section 3. Let's talk about why UBI, or Universal Basic Income, fails here.
So if jobs are shifting and inequality might widen, why isn't the Silicon Valley dream of universal basic income the magic bullet everyone claims it is? To get this, we have to ground the hype in fundamental economics, specifically a concept called structural scarcity. Look, AI is fantastic at creating abundance in digital goods. Code, text, video, it drives the cost of those things basically to zero. But AI can't magically build more land. It can't instantly construct housing in crowded cities, and it definitely doesn't manifest physical healthcare capacity. Those real-world sectors remain structurally constrained.
In fact, the International Labor Organization recently released a major analysis pointing out exactly this issue. They noted that pumping UBI cash into these structurally constrained markets, it's just going to trigger inflation. Think about it. If everyone suddenly has more money in their pocket, but we don't have any more houses to sell them, the price of rent just skyrockets. The ILO's analysis makes it pretty clear that distributing money faster than physical supply can adjust actually hurts real purchasing power. Which means UBI alone, it just cannot fix the AI disruption.
Which brings us to Section 4, the 4 AI skill tiers.
Let's walk through this progression because this is crucial. Tier 1 is AI aware. You know what ChatGPT is, but you don't really use it. Then there's Tier 2, AI enabled. This is where you're consuming AI daily, maybe drafting an email or summarizing a doc. But the massive career leverage, the sweet spot where you become incredibly valuable to employers, happens when you cross into Tier 3, AI Fluent. This is where you go from just consuming AI to actually creating custom workflows with it. Now, Tier 4 AI Native, that's mostly for the hardcore developers building systems from the ground up. But for the vast majority of us, getting to Tier 3 is the golden ticket.
Next up, Section 5. Let's build your new AI tool stack.
Think about how specific tools are directly amplifying human output across different industries right now. If you're in marketing, tools like Jasper or Midjourney are generating copy and stunning visuals that literally used to take days. In coding, GitHub Copilot and Cursor are clearing out boilerplate code 55% faster. And if you're an admin or ops, mastering Zapier or Otter means you are completely automating multi-step workflows and note-taking. These aren't just toys, they're the tools that give you a 10x output multiplier.
But hey, technical skills aren't everything. One of the most fascinating takeaways from the research is the massive rising demand for AI governance skills. We're talking about understanding bias detection, knowing the basics of the EU AI Act, and navigating the really tricky waters of data privacy and intellectual property. These are the crucial untaught skills. If you can bridge that gap between what AI can do and what it should do, both legally and ethically, you instantly become a uniquely safe, highly sought-after bet for any employer.
All right, final section, Section 6, the 60-day upskilling plan.
You can literally gamify your learning over 2 months and securely move yourself up one full AI skill tier. Here's the playbook. Days 1 to 15, you lay the foundation. Pick one tool and use it for 30 minutes every single day to build the habit. Days 16 to 30, you deepen that skill by mastering prompt engineering. Then, the magic happens in days 31 to 45. This is where you build one automated workflow for that repetitive task you absolutely hate doing. Finally, days 46 to 60, you solidify your knowledge by teaching your team exactly how you did it.
And as you go through this plan, just remember these golden rules. First, depth beats dabbling. Pick one tool and stick to it. Second, design entire workflows. Don't just write one-off prompts. Third, always verify your outputs. Remember, you are the final quality check. And finally, double down on human empathy. You're the director here. The AI handles the heavy lifting and the repetitive junk, so you can focus entirely on judgment, storytelling, and strategy.
So I want to leave you with this final kind of provocative thought. The disruption, it's already here. Waiting around just isn't an option anymore. Looking at the roadmap we just covered, ask yourself, in 60 days, will you be the one replaced by this shift, or will you be the one directing the AI? The choice is entirely in your hands. Thanks so much for watching this explainer, and I highly encourage you, start your 60 days right now.